Organization that offers emergency shelter to victims of domestic violence is helping more people as the pandemic slows down. KELOLAND's Kelly Volk is back from the Children's Inn with a look at what the shelter has seen this past year. Kelly.
Yeah, the Children's Inn has 40 beds. The operations director says for the past 6 years, the shelter has been running at or over capacity. However, there was a bit of a change when the pandemic first hit the area. While the Children's Inn crisis line was busier last year, there was a bit of a dip in people using the shelter during the start of the pandemic. Operations Director Amy Carter says one reason behind the decrease was the use of fear by abusers.
So often in an abusive relationship, there's that threat and that fear, and so during the pandemic that was even greater, where it was, if you leave me, you're going to get sick or you're going to make our children sick.
Carter says people were also reluctant to go to a shelter during a pandemic. Now, more than a year has gone by since COVID-19 was first reported in South Dakota.
We aren't really completely back to our normal, what we consider our normal numbers, which is being over capacity, but we're starting to get more to that capacity level of 35 to 45 people a day.
The Sioux Falls Police Department provided 285 referrals to domestic violence shelters and services last year, which is up compared to the 3 previous years.
Domestic violence often goes on unseen, right? And so for the past year, I wouldn't say that it wasn't happening, right? It definitely was happening. But the availability and opportunity for victims to be heard and to come forward was lessened as they kind of work through the isolation of the pandemic.
Lieutenant Toome and Carter both want people to know there is help available.
We know the people are out there. We know they need help, and so we want them to come to us. We want them to know that our shelter is safe and that there are people here to help.
Children's Inn recently broke ground on a new facility that will have more than double the number of beds.
That's some good news. And Kelly, KELOLAND Media Group will actually be helping out the Children's Inn next week. Tell people how they can get involved.
Yeah, well, this is for Founders Day of Caring. KELO will be hosting a donation drive to collect menstrual and hygiene products, as well as items for kids. Now, some of the products we're collecting include pads, tampons, shampoo, soap, toothbrushes, toys, coloring books, and crayons. You can bring your donations to KELO TV along Phillips Avenue on June 17th from 7 in the morning to 1 in the afternoon. We will then donate those items to Children's Inn, East River Legal Services, and Women's Day of Service.